A new chapter of recovery and prosperity was expected after COVID in Europe. The inflationary pressure caused by the European Central Bank money printing over the past 2 years. The policy moved towards eliminating fossil fuels without first having alternatives in place, and then Vladimir Putin's decision to invade Ukraine had put change to that. Spain recently approved an emergency package to mitigate the economic and social consequences of the Ukraine war, mobilising 16 billion in public funds, including 6 billion in direct support and tax reductions. Here in Ireland, the supports being offered are weak, patchy and completely insufficient. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are allowing the Green Party to dictate their senseless green policies, which are damaging the economy and crippling families. These policies are now the leading cause of inflationary pressure in Ireland. The refusal to slash energy taxes and scrap the carbon tax means that Irish consumers are being fleeced by government-induced energy taxes here in the middle of an energy crisis. It is cold and calculated that the government continue to refuse to address this issue, which has now become the elephant in the room. Myself and my colleagues had a motion 2 weeks ago to axe the carbon tax. The government went full on for it, more pain for the Irish people. We are discussing all over the country the rising energy costs, which are having a major impact on Irish agriculture and agri-food sector. Fertiliser alone is up 300%. The government then announces some paltry sum that makes no difference to the ordinary farmer. We have a marine minister who gave away 25% of our pelagic quota. And what fish we do have now, we didn't have the SFPA now above in Killybegs sending our own natural fish and making fish meal of it. Minister, what's happening? Where is Europe intervening in this? Because our government can't intervene. They can't do anything for us. We also have to look at the funds that we get from the EU and how are they spent. Last week there was an announcement of funds made for peers from the Brexit funds. And while I see a lot of piers up around Donegal got millions. Why didn't the pier in West Cork, the Union Hall, Keelbeg pier, got nothing? Now the council have announced the closure of part of that pier because there's no funding. So they desperately needed funding from the EU, and I'm totally opposed to this announcement by the council to close part of the pier. It's a disgrace to the people of Union Hall who are forgotten by this government in last week's announcements of funds. This needs to be addressed immediately, Minister, and funding needs to be got out in Europe and brought home to this pier urgently. And just to make it more shocking, the Taoiseach Micheál Martin with Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael politicians visited this pier in 2021, promising them the world, and they got zero. Now I'm sorry to the people of Union Hall that I wasn't there that day, because I would have certainly forced the Taoiseach to announce some funding for that pier, which is a scandal, to be honest with you.